Oh, yeah?
They sort of fell off, we all noticed with Great Display. Was it a timing issue
It's-
that was
well, it's-
preventing
the-
that, or was it just too complicated?
The problem was the first. I think maybe it's like it's as the rose blooms and then dies.
Yeah.
The first couple of seasons we were asked to do them, and the only time they had free was the weekends. And so we would go. Basically, you'd shoot 5 days, then you'd go and be asked to come in on the weekend and shoot and do commentaries. And after a while, you're just exhausted. So we literally said to them, you know, schedule them another time. Let's schedule them when we can do them. And it's just a matter of they have to get those things out so quickly. I think that it just became a scheduling issue. You know, it's a difficult thing because, you know, it's that there's a part of you as an actor that you know you don't. I really don't think you go into it for the money. I mean, did you think you were going to make tons of money doing it?
When I first started, no. It was just.
You just love doing it.
I just found that I just loved it. Yeah.
But it is a job, and you know, and I think with a show like Stargate, it's you know, it's very hard. Sometimes you have to draw the line as to how much you're willing to give up. You know, and for me, weekends became quite precious because I did spend a lot of weekends learning lines as it was anyways. So to wake up in the morning, crack open a script, learn 40 pages of dialogue, jump in a car, go do a commentary on a show you did last year, get home, get up, do the same thing again, and it became a bit much. So I mean, I feel bad that you guys don't get the benefit of that. But who knows? Well, I'm sure they'll re-release them all with new commentaries at some point, knowing them. So maybe we can do it then. So because they are fun to do.
Oh yeah, they're so much fun. And for me, I mean, I did one or two, and then again,
I think you infamously referred to Rachel as J-Lo. Did you call her J-Lo or something?
Did I?
I think so. Something about her ass or something. There was something I remember someone saying. Anyways.
Oh really? I might have, because
that's the problem with commentaries is you just talk.
You just talk.
And then they end, and then you go away and you forget about it. And
they're totally improvised,
yeah.
and there's no. Well, the thing that surprised me was I did one.
Who did you do with DeLuise?
I did most of them with DeLuise.
Well, then you're in trouble right off
He
the
would
bat.
just call me up. He would just call me up and they go, not he would call me up. I used to get calls going, Peter DeLuise has requested you. Which I think he loved, but so one day he asked me and I said, you want me to do commentary on Atlantis?
I wasn't in Atlantis.
Yeah, and I go.
Why did you not notice that?
Yeah, and I go, dude, why? And he goes, I don't know, just come down, because it's just fun. We'll just come down and just talk. So I'm like, well, I haven't even seen I don't even know what the episode's about. He goes, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Just come down and we'll just goof around. Because there's a couple of different styles of commentaries, and one is when you've heard you can get the director and they're going, we decided to shoot this with a certain lens, and the lighting was this and the lighting was that.
I had a blue motif.
Yeah, and that's okay to a degree, I suppose. I mean, but what I found in going to the subsequent conventions was the fans were like, they loved DeLuise and I just goofing off and talking about like
those
whatever.
Are the fun ones,
those are the fun ones. And it was even more fun for me because it was almost like I became like Joe Average watching it with Peter. And as I'm watching it, I'm asking him questions. I go, oh, what's that right there? I'm like, does that guy got a wig on? And he'd go, oh, let me tell you about that. So I would like spark things in Peter so that he could talk about his episode, and then I just try to make him laugh through the whole thing.
Did they pay you to go?
No, I never got paid.
All favor stuff?
Never got paid.
Really?
But look, it was like 10 minutes from my house. I just drive down the street to
see, for me,
Sharp
it's like
Sound.
I got like a 45-minute drive.
Yeah, no, it was like it was in my
listen to me
neighborhood.
whine. I think my head was hurting.
No. Well, I had to say to my wife, she my wife would go, what are you getting paid? I go, it's a freebie. It's just, it's just kind of fun. It's just for me, But they're sure fun to do. It's like watching a TV show. If you just sat there with a friend of yours, like, invite somebody over and watch a TV show, and then just start talking about the
On
TV
Dog's
show.
Breakfast, I had my mom in the studio. She was just happened to be visiting. She's like, well, I don't have anything to say. I don't know what to say. David, I get very uncomfortable in these situations. I just don't say anything. Just sit in the back. And then so we would be like talking and stuff. And suddenly Mum would sort of go like, oh yes, I remember this, Bob. Come on, Mum, drink your wine. Drink your wine. You know, I don't understand why I have to be so crude. You were always a silly boy. You know, just every so often, like every 15 minutes or so. My joke was that she would wake up with a loud noise. You know.
There was one episode where Bill Dow, who played Dr. Lee, he fell through in this episode he's out like in the jungle or something, I think with Shanks, and he falls to this tunnel into like water. Did you
No,
see
there's
that?
no
You know
water.
that one? Well, he told, like, I never saw that episode. I wasn't in that episode because it was like all outdoor stuff. But he told me about it after, because Bill and our kids went to the same school. So, you know, we'd see each other every once in a while, and he goes, oh my God, I was just on an episode of Stargate. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. And he's describing to me what happened about all that water pouring in on him, and like gallons, like they tipped like a dumpster of water on him. Like hundreds of gallons of water. Yeah, he falls to this thing, and then water comes in on him, and he has to swim underwater and get out. And he's holding his breath. I mean, you know, they have to do a few takes. And seriously? Yeah. So he's telling me about this, and I didn't see it. Then Deloise asked me to come do a commentary, and it's that one. So I actually get and I'm like, oh, Bill Dow told me about this episode. So it's like I'm talking to you, like we're in a bar, just and you're overhearing us. And then
They should do that, just do bar commentary.
Do bar commentary. Oh, yeah.
You don't want to do more than one or
You
two.
put it up on the screen, you're having a beer, and you're just like chatting.
He looks like a ponce. Yeah, you just see that. Just pick a pub. Do like a pub crawl and do a different. There you go. I think you'll know what we'll be doing for the rest of our careers.
Yeah. Pub crawl commentary.
Just for movies that were nothing.
Keep talking, I'm going to the can.
You know, the commentary for Close Encounters. What? You weren't in it. I know, but I'm drunk. What are the hand signals? Sorry.